Hello, this is Soundout here. Welcome back. Today we'll be taking a look at the Jack-specific World of Nintendo Series 1-1 4-inch scale Mario. Alright, so as always, we start the figure in its packaging because that's how we do things here at Soundout 12's YouTube channel. Now this, of course, is the first figure, I'm going to call it the first figure, in the World of Nintendo 4-inch scale action figure line. I say this because there's actually two forms of figures being released, this 4-inch figure line and then the 6-inch figures that are in scale with the 4-inch figures. So to start off, the packaging is really nice. This is made by Jack Specific. It is an official Nintendo licensed product, as you can see at the top there. It also says Series 1-1. I'm going to go into that for a slight moment. 1-1 as in the classic Super Mario level numbering system, but also the several other items in the line, including Mario Karts and plushes and smaller figures. But you notice I have this red Pikmin plush I purchased, which is Series 1-2. So I'm wondering if, this is still part of Series 1 along with this Mario figure, and that the further series, it will be 2-1 for the 4-inch figures, 2-2 for the plushes, and so on and so forth. I did not take a look at the numbering on the 2.5-inch figures, because I did not notice that till I had only the Pikmin plush and Mario, and I've not gone out looking for the figures again. As Mario's part of the first wave, including Mario, Yoshi, and Link from The Legend of Zelda. The line is scheduled to include a ton of other figures between the 2.5-inch and 4-inch scales, including Star Fox, Metroid, Kid Icarus, F-Zero, and many more. So really cool how this line is going to be quite expansive, and hopefully we get a lot more figures in the 4-inch line, because I like these guys. So, World of Nintendo. Basic packaging, you can see the figure in there. It also includes a mystery accessory, kind of neat, even though if we know the figures ahead of time, we won't know what accessories they come with until people start finding them. Copyright information on the bottom. On the back, you can see he's got 11 points of articulation. He's a 4-inch figure. Comes with a bonus mystery accessory. And on the bottom, you can see the collect them all, which includes Wario, who no one has found yet, presumably coming in a later case assortment. Link, who I have not been able to find yet. Yoshi, who I do have, who I'll review next. Donkey Kong, who is a 6-inch figure, and Bowser, who is a 6-inch figure. Now, the 4-inch figures, I found, the two I found were at Target for $8.99. The 6-inch figures have been found at certain Toys R Us stores for $14.99. So it's quite reasonably priced, considering that, the SH Figuarts Mario is like $25, $30 on its own. So there is that. But without further ado, let's take a look at the World of Nintendo Mario figure. Alright, so here you have 4-inch Mario. Before we get things out of the way, here's scaling-wise. Here he is next to a standard 6-inch Marvel Legends action figure, and here he is next to the Goldie Marketing Super Mario Figure Collection Mario. So you can kind of get the scaling purposes. Now, Mario here is really cool as an action figure because we've never really gotten articulated action figures in America, originating from an American company. We've recently gotten SH Figuarts and Figmas of Nintendo characters, but articulated action figures are a thing that's happening new this year, which is really cool. So the figure overall, in terms of quality, it feels like Jack Specific's Pokemon figures from a few years ago, where they are really solid and chunky, but they do have articulation this time. First off, paint details. The M on his hat is completely painted. No molded detail there. Same with his eyes. You can see there's a little paint scuff on his eye there. His overalls painted really nicely. His knees, I gotta say this right off, his knees are a little loose. It's the only really issue I've been having. But overall, it looks really nice. It actually, the sculpting of it looks almost the same as SH Figuarts Mario. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So taking a look at the figure, all about the articulation here, because this is where articulation has not happened before, and that's what makes these things really cool. So you got a left and right neck articulation. It's on a ball joint, like the ball joint, you can see he's got a neck in there. The ball joint is like somewhere up on his head, so you can actually have a little bit of side-to-side motion as well, which is cool. You got outward shoulder movement, 360 shoulders on a pin disc kind of, it's more of a ball joint. He's got elbow joints, he's got a wrist swivel, you got legs that move on a limited ball joint, but they still move, and then knees that bend. So you can get him some cool, like, jumping up and hitting block poses if you're holding him up, or kind of, I'm going to be brawling in Smash Brothers while smiling like an idiot. Yeah, a Smash Brothers version of this Mario would be cool later on the line. Now, overall, the figure does have slightly limited articulation compared to some other, 4-inch action figures out there, like Marvel Legends. But, he's actually got more joints than the DC Multiverse line, so... Anyways, the thing is, with his design, it's really hard to get extra neck articulation. It's hard to get extra leg movement. It is kind of tricky without using a ton of extra joints. So what he does is really nice. And for a $9 action figure, he feels substantially large. Does not feel tiny like most 4-inch figures because of the proportions. But he also does come with an accessory. It comes in a question mark block. I'm going to warn you all out there, this is spoilers for what this figure comes with. You don't know what the mystery accessory is. Skip ahead to later on in the video. But, if you don't care, which probably most of you don't, here we go. It is none other than a Super Mushroom. So this is really nice. We got a Super Mushroom here. And you can see it's got 2 eyes. It's nicely painted all around. And overall, really cool. A little lopsided in the sculpt, I noticed. Maybe it's just the paint application. You got a little Super Mushroom. You can sit next to him. He can't really hold it with use of hands. You could drop it on him, but then it just rolls away. So you got a lot of options there, but overall, not a bad figure. Really cool. Now, the thing that people brought up is, well, what if I already got Figuarts Mario? I want to get the Figuart. Well, here's the thing. The nice part is this guy's not totally necessary if you want to spring for the SH Figuarts Mario, which we can see here, because they're about the same size. They are almost exactly the same size. They're pretty much the same sculpt. The only real difference is he's a little taller, like a fraction of an inch taller, and he's overall better painted, better detailed. As you can see, his eyes are molded. The hat emblem is molded. The paint is nice and sharp compared to the Jakks Pacific one. Also, the colors are the darker shades as opposed to the lighter shades with the plastic quality. And this guy's got, leg articulation all over the place. Now, the thing is that you're looking at a price difference with these two. And also I'll bring in Figuart Mario's Super Mushroom, so you can see that it's actually a little bigger, and the paint's centered on this one because it's not on here. So, when it comes to deciding between these two, it's how much money you got, because, like I said, Jakks Pacific Mario costs $9, Figuarts Mario costs $25 to $30, depending on where you get it. But there is an upside of Figuarts Mario has 2 additional playsets, and a 3rd one coming out to interact with, plus his brother Luigi, which will have more accessories. You definitely have a lot more options with Figuarts Mario in terms of posing. But if you're looking for a basic Mario figure that's in this kind of scale, then by all means get the Jakks Pacific one. I honestly am not disappointed in this, because I kind of keep my Figuarts and my American figures separate, typically. But with the scaling is how it is, it may merge a little bit. So if you are on a budget and you don't want to spend too much for a Mario figure, because as we all know, there's been plenty of Mario merchandise. I've got enough for sure. If you don't want to get a really fully articulated Mario, you don't need all the accessories, you don't have room for diorama setups, then this one's perfect. It's good. It's got all the joints you need. Its paint is decent enough. Always check figures in the box to see. But, yeah, when comparing, this guy's got a bit of better build quality, as this guy is a little loose in the knees. And it may just be mine, and it may just be the New Mexico heat that I live in. So, it's up to you, really, but this is the best comparison I can give you is, he's cheaper, he's more expensive, and if you don't want to spend a ton of money on Mario, this one is a perfect alternative. So, overall, really cool. So I definitely recommend World of Nintendo Mario, because he definitely is a neat figure. He accomplishes the goal of having an articulated Nintendo figure, so super cool. Anyways, that is all for World of Nintendo Mario. Next time I'll take a look at Yoshi, as it's the only other one I have right now. So anyways, be sure to check out HeroTiger.com for all your Nintendo news and more. Until next time, saying goodbye.